the penal code is still work in progress, right? Like, how fucking insane is it to push something without review, but we can just change it? No case law, no court case, no hearing, just change it on a whim.
Yeah, we've done this before. We've been here. We've had this conversation.
There's and with a literal letter that explains why this is brain dead.
Yep.
It hurts me because where's the like, who this throws up. You know what? That's gonna be a problem for another day. For now, we gotta fix like this idiocy with the contraband. I have been stuck because we effectively have like 3 choices. The first is legalize everything, which means it's gonna fuck the PD and it's gonna fuck any existing shit, right? The alternative, and what I mean by that is there's likely already possession charges that that would get affected if we just say everything is legal unless put into legislation, right? The second option is that we list out each and everything that is legal or that we want to call legal. Just like literally just have a list. But man, that's going to look ugly. The fundamental problem that we're unfucking here is that the DOJ has ignored everything that's happened over the last 7 months and is now retrofitting legislation through the penal code, despite them stating that wasn't the intent and not their reading of the powers of the justice system. Here's what I want to do. I think that document that we got, Michael, I think we need to just put it into a list form. Say everything is legal, including these items. Do you know what I mean?
So I was gonna suggest a contraband and controlled substance piece of legislation where we just list it out, which I guess would kind of be redundant to have both.
I think I say fuck doing hard work anymore.
Yeah.
Just literally just dog shit. Like, here's the reason all this shit, everything is legal unless explicitly, and now we have to like verbalize in legislation in the MDT written out, you know, not including the penal code. Everything is legal unless explicitly there's legislation written, state or county legislation. I think we have to define out what legislation is in that document and what the penal code is in that document, so that you can't, like, it can't be confused what we mean.
Yeah.
And then also have a list. You kind of get what I'm saying? I think we're...
Hey, interject.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I've made some comments to that document. I think that document should be our first course of action with my edits. Remove any redundancy. Like, obviously, people could always have gone to the court about that. But if you look at my edits of what we should put in there, okay? Basically, what you just described, Nino, is what I cooked in one of my statements under the article. Section 5, right? Put my wording in there. And then get that out there. And that default takes care of all our issues that we're immediately having. Then we can work on building a prohibited item schedule, right?
No. I don't give a fuck about law enforcement anymore.
Wait, what do you? I think you're misunderstanding.
Oh,
whatever.
Prohibited.
Okay, so we determine what's a prohibited item. If you look at my language here, such as let me scroll here.
Yo, sorry I'm late.
You're good? Good to see you, Junior.
Cosplaying as an adult today, Junior?
So,
like that, yeah.
Before we even go down this line, this is the expanded one. We should use a simplified one. our language should be just so straightforward because we're dealing with this document is too high
The
level
less words
for
there
the
are,
DOJ.
the less they have to interpret.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I said you had some redundant stuff in here that we don't need to repost, such as going through the courts to get items
Yeah.
back. That's always been the case. Take that out.
Yeah.
Just hear my sentence here.
but hold on.
In-law sen-
But Abby, you're looking at the wrong document.
Oh, I'm looking at the right to property, so my bad. What should
Yeah,
I be
it is
looking at?
right to
There's two of
this the simplified one.
It's in the same email. There was 2 links. One is expanded, one is simplified.
Yeah.
Oops, I made all my comments on expanded.
Yeah.
You're-
no,
you're
you're
okay.
good. The
because I think your comments are still relevant and can
Yeah.
be incorporated in some capacity. So it's very much the same act. One is just more prescriptive than the other.
yeah, I think the mode we're operating on is that we need to baby feed. Because clearly it's not been working, like, you know, with the actions that were just taken. So, but we're all on the same. So I want you to kind of run it back. So we would say what is illegal. We would itemize out what we consider illegal in Los Santos County. Is that
Yeah.
what?
Okay, so that's when I say the term schedule. That's a fancy word for that list that you're talking about.
Yep.
I
We're the
gotcha.
ones who would determine through legislation what is considered a contraband or a prohibited illegal item. One of my statements I made in my comments, just hear this out. Within Los Santos, no physical items, substances, or attire shall be criminalized without formally established legislative foundation, outlining a proper cause in that an item's existence poses a threat to the constitutional rights of others. All right.
Oh, okay.
That's the plug in there, section 5. That'll basically take care of A, keep A, make what I said B, and then remove C and remove D. Okay?
Yeah.
The other big one is where I'm talking about I hate the word contraband. We should either keep contraband and say also legally prohibited items, because contraband really is a term about illegal imports and exports when you get to the legality definition. And then some other language here. A lot of this other stuff can go. Seized property is subject to judicial review. That's within the judge's purview. You can delete that.
Do you want to know why it's there? It's because I don't trust the judicial system or the PD to know what is or isn't within their authority. What is or isn't the responsibility. I agree. We'll remove it.
No,
It's unnecessary.
I get why you did it, but
Yeah.
but if we start to poke into definitely what's within their purview, they're going to say, well, this is completely,
I get it.
circumventing our purview, or undermining, whatever.
hmm
But yeah, that one big main statement I made takes care of a lot of this. And then when we want
Yeah.
to follow up with our schedule, obviously illegal firearms would be on that. Illegal narcotics is already scheduled and legislated. Okay. So
I think we anything we schedule should be okay. I don't want this document to be a list of things that we say is illegal. I think that there should be instead either state legislation, we can okay, maybe there is a list we can add to this, but the primary way that things become illegal is that there's full written out legislation notating it.
we should not add any list whatsoever to this piece of legislation. That is something that should
Agreed.
wholly come separate and afterwards as things arise. So if we discover that people have poison darts, and we've determined that people having poison darts is a direct danger to people's constitutional right to life, liberty, and health, because that's pretty dangerous, then we can have just a small tidbit legislation. Poison darts are now illegal due to the fact that they pose a major health risk and danger, yada, yada, yada.
That's what I was proposing. A separate document for scheduling specifically.
I like that. I say we go for it. For now, the main objective needs to be simple, to the point, kindergarten language. Okay, let's say middle school language. And just legalizing everything so we can just send it like early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that works for me. My availability is asked today. I'm going to dial this back. I'll get a list mock-up going, pass them off to Abby.
Okay.
And then I'll let you stick handle it from there, Abby, if you're good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect. I don't want
Okay.
to be the holdup. So if you're going to be around, if you're going to be available, you may as well take it over once I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
To me, I mean, let me look at the simplified version, but this almost looks good to go. Just that one major language change I made in that one section and a couple of other things. As long as you're cool with that, I think we have the perfect preliminary document and can add our own separate things as things become illegal. This maybe we put a thing in there that says this does not decriminalize illegal firearms or any existing things that have a well-established criminal history and legislation against them.
Well, so this
like that,
well after I pass this off to you, my plan is I'm going to be able to go through the MDT back in my apartment. I'm going to go through and find every substance mentioned in a charge or legislation, and we'll use that as a baseline to build out our ideal list.
I like that.
It has to get done either way. So
the one thing I want to be very like underlining of is that the definition section needs to mention like state and county legislation and then penal code, making a very clear grammatical difference between the two. Because we don't want to don't want to see the DOJ play dumb fuck games to be like, well, it's in the penal code, so like therefore it's illegal. You know what I mean? Because I know that's going to happen.
Even codified as the official penal code?
No, that's
so even using the word penal code is a misnomer because a penal code can be legislation, you know.
Agreed, but it's not.
But in our case here, it's not.
The problem is we're dealing with idiots, right?
Yeah.
So, there's it's and I want to highlight again is that there wasn't even I do not believe they have a semblance of understanding of what our system is supposed to look like, because by them merely going in and haphazardly legalizing, illegalizing things, modifying without anything going through public scrutiny or whatever, you might as well throw the entire fucking basket away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we could wake up tomorrow and marriage is illegal.
Yep.
It's purely idiotic. I don't know what the intent is. Either it's like severe brain damage, or they're getting off trying to be gods of San Andreas. Either way, yeah, I don't fucking know. But fuck if we'll ever find out, because like I said, that call yesterday was just immediate pre-crying. How you dare you criticize? Fuck out of here.
You know, they're on some shit. I was at the DOC yesterday, and I've been doing lifer outreach, right? I think there are great people with great ideas that don't get an ear often enough, so I've been going down there and talking to them. And I asked Finley if we can make it a regularly scheduled thing. You know, I go down there every night. I spend an hour. What's the harm? And she posts this up in the DOC, and immediately Arcadia shuts it down and says no.
Wait, to what?
To me going down and visiting lifers. Like, what the fuck? Like,
wait,
why?
How did Arcadia? Where does Arcadia have that authority?
DOJ has oversight over the DOC. And
are these people bored? Like, what the hell is happening?
I don't get it. What is the problem with me going down there and handing out some books and having some conversations?
Wait, how did a judge or how did a justice even get involved with this?
It was an open message placed by Finley in the DOC discussion board, let's say.
You can't visit the Department of Corrections?
Yeah. The mental gymnastics is wild.
You're in the cabinet.
I've been going down there every day, right? I'll have Quentin, I'll have Seamus, I'll have Scotty take me in the prison. We do a tour. We talk to people. I hand out books. It's good. Everyone enjoys it, and it just immediately gets shut down. It's like they want us to sit in our apartment.
Or go to jail.
Apparently.
Um.
At least then I'd be
Oh
able
my
to talk
God.
to the lifers, I guess.
All right. Well, I look forward to the updated document, and then I'm gonna go take a nap.
Easy. Okay, I'll start drafting. Abby, look for an
All
email
right.
from me.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay, guys, good seeing you.
Yep. If you guys need anything, do give me a call, Junior. I know we got to postpone on this, but you know,
Yeah, all
one
good.
thing at a time. So,
Yeah, no problem. So
All right.
There's priority. It's all good.
hell yeah. All right. You take care.
See you, Nino.
Appreciate you.
Famous? What the fuck are you talking about famous?